Hello friends, marshmallow lovers. Today we're diving into the sweet, fluffy world of one of America's favorite treats. Buckle up, because we're about to take a journey from ancient Egypt to modern-day factories, exploring the fascinating history and production of marshmallows. Are you ready to get your minds blown? Let's go. Did you know that marshmallows have a history that dates back thousands of years? That's right, folks. While we're sitting around campfires, roasting these gooey treats, we're actually participating in a tradition that began in ancient Egypt. Can you believe it? The ancient Egyptians were the first to create a treat using the sap from the mallow plant that grew in marshes. Hence the name marshmallow, mind-boggling, isn't it? But how did we get from that ancient Egyptian delicacy to the fluffy, cloud-like confections we know and love today? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Let's start with the ingredients. Gone are the days of mallow plant sap. Today's marshmallows are made from a few key components: corn syrup, cornstarch, and water. Depending on the recipe, some manufacturers might throw in some wheat flour or egg whites for extra texture. And let's not forget the flavors, colors, and preservatives that keep our marshmallows puffy and tasty for longer. But here's the real kicker: the secret ingredient that gives marshmallows their signature bounce is gelatin. Yep, the same stuff used in Jell-O and gummy bears. Who would have thought, right? Now, let's dive into the production process. It all starts with mixing. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But don't be fooled. Even a tiny mistake in this step can lead to a marshmallow disaster. The main ingredients are mixed for a few minutes until they form a thick paste. Then a specific amount of water is added, and the whole mixture is heated to a toasty 240 deg 116 deg C. This cooks everything through and transforms the separate ingredients into a smooth, uniform marshmallow batter. But wait, there's more. To catch any sneaky lumps that might have escaped, the mixture is pushed through a superfine sieve. We can't have lumpy marshmallows, can we? Now comes the fun part: whipping. This is where the magic really happens. The mixture gets blasted with super fast mixing, injecting tons of air. It's like making whipped cream, but on steroids. This is why marshmallows are so light. Air is practically the fourth ingredient. Cool, huh? During this whipping process, the gelatin starts to work its magic. It binds everything together and traps all that air, creating the foundation for that delightful marshmallow fluff we all love. Remember that runny liquid we started with? The gelatin transforms it into a chewy, structured candy. Here's a mind-blowing fact for you: after whipping, the mixture doubles or even triples in size. Can you imagine that transformation? But we're not done yet. The next step is shaping. Before the 1950s, making marshmallows was a lot more labor-intensive. Each one needed longer to form their skin, and they were chewier than fluffy. Then came the game changer: the extruding machine. This bad boy could pump in tons of air under high pressure, creating that light and airy texture we know and love today. The whipped mixture, slightly cooled but still flexible, is loaded onto a conveyor belt. It goes through a series of shapers that transform it into one long, flat sheet. Think of it as a giant marshmallow slab. This slab then takes a trip through a heat exchanger where cool air blasts through it, making it even fluffier while helping it set and hold its shape. Before it cools completely, the slab gets pushed through a mold, transforming it into long marshmallow tubes. These tubes can be twisted or combined to create fun shapes and double-flavored candies. They're then whisked through an extruder, and in a split second, a sharp slicer chops them into those familiar cylindrical shapes. But we can't let these marshmallows stick together, can we? That's why they get dusted with a sugar cornstarch mixture. This not only prevents sticking, but also gives them that smooth, candy-like texture. We're almost at the finish line, but there's still a bit of heat left. The final step in the cooking process is cooling them down completely. The marshmallow pillows fall into a giant drum that spins them around quickly, helping them reach room temperature. This cool down also serves another purpose. It brushes off any extra sugar cornstarch dust and spreads it evenly over all the marshmallows. Now, you might think making marshmallows is a piece of cake, but don't let that fool you. Even tiny changes in ingredients or mixing can lead to disaster. No one wants gooey messes or rock-hard candies, right? That's why before hitting the shelves, each batch goes through a series of tests. One of these tests is called the snap test. A worker cuts a marshmallow in half and presses it. They're looking for the perfect bounce back. How long does it take to spring back into shape? This simple test tells them if it's got the perfect marshmallow texture. Pretty cool quality control, don't you think? Here's another fascinating tidbit. While homemade marshmallows might go bad if you don't eat them fast enough, as if that's ever a problem, factory-made ones are built to last. Thanks to the clean environment, added preservatives, and sealed packaging, these fluffy pillows can stay fresh for a surprisingly long time. The packaging process is pretty nifty too. High-quality, airtight bags are prepped using a hot metal tool that cuts and seals simultaneously. A digital scale carefully weighs out a specific amount of marshmallows for each bag. Then, get this, a pump injects nitrogen gas into the bag. This pushes out any oxygen that could spoil the marshmallows. The bag is then sealed shut immediately, and a printer personalizes each one with a best before date and a unique code. And just like that, these marshmallow packages are ready to go out into the world, destined for your local stores, ready to be transformed into gooey s'mores or enjoyed on their own. So, the next time you pop a marshmallow in your mouth, remember its rich and surprising history. From simple ingredients to sweet treats, making marshmallows combines old-fashioned fun with modern machines, connecting your camping trips to the lands and traditions of ancient Egypt. How cool is that? Did you find this video fascinating? If so, leave a comment with lots of number ones. And if you think we could improve something, don't hesitate to leave a like or subscribe to support us. Your feedback means the world to us. Thank you for accompanying us on this exciting journey of discovery about marshmallows today. Hopefully from now on, every time you enjoy a marshmallow, you will remember the story behind it and feel more interesting. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe to support us. See you in the next video, when we will discover together other interesting secrets in the world of food. Goodbye and wish you all have sweet moments.